It's cold. You know it's hot out here. Come on here. Should I do it this way or vertical? Well, either way. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. What is going on? Happy Tuesday. So, happy Tuesday. So what is happening, beautiful people? What is happening? Welcome back to another episode of Talk About It Tuesday. And today, I want to talk about what you want. And sometimes I think I make some of these for me. Hey, Fire, how are you? How are you? I hope all is well. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to be good Tuesday. Have a great day. I hope you're having a great day. So today my topic wanted to talk about what do you want, and as I was saying, I am getting in the car, so I will listen. Awesome sauce. It's Trisha Nicole. What's up, Trisha Nicole? That's for you. Yeah. How you been? How you been? I hope your Tuesday is going well. My Tuesday is going pretty good. I will not complain. It has been a busy day. I hear that. I can imagine. It was for me too. We got up pretty early because I had in service today. And so that's why I look like I got a little bit of makeup on. I had on a dress and everything. And I'm so ready to take that thing off. And I went on ahead and came on live early because I know I'm already tired. I'm already tired for tomorrow. I'm ready for Thursday to be here so that I can be off for the weekend. Hello. But on Talk About It Tuesday, I wanted to talk about what you want. And like I was saying, I think sometimes I have these episodes because you guys are my therapists. And you're my personal journals, all of that. I'm tired for tomorrow too. I know that's right, girl. Okay, for real, I am. Show us the outfit of the day. I already changed. I had on the dress, and I already changed. Yep, it was a nice it was a white sheet. It looks almost like a, it's not quite a dashiki. It's kind of, it could be in the feel of a dashiki ish, but it's a sheath, and it had some burgundy trimming, kind of like what look like some Indian decorations type deal around the neck or have you. But it was pretty cool. It was a beautiful day today. I don't even know what the temperature was today, but it got up pretty good. Next time, absolutely, absolutely. Next time, I certainly will. Had on my little sandals, little feet out. Yep, absolutely. That's exactly what I was going for today because I didn't want to go to in service, but I went. Comes with the job. They said it was mandatory when half of the people wasn't even there. What's going on, Corey's World? Ah, there you go. What's happening? What is happening? I'm so glad you guys are able to join in. And I see a few people hanging out in the bushes. Go ahead and hit them like buttons, please, and thank you. Greetings, chat. Per Corey. That's from Corey. But so today, like I said, my topic today is what do you want? As for me, I asked a friend of mine this yesterday, and I just kind of been pondering because it's so many things that we want and we strive to get, but it just seemed like for me sometimes I just can't reach it. It's like it's right there, but I just can't quite reach it. And so I just be wondering, if any of you have any suggestions on what are those what are some of the things that you all are doing. Let's hit that like button. Yes, Corey, thank you. On the way in. That's right. Show some manners. Let's go ahead and show some manners. But what are some of the things or some of the goals that you guys want? What are some of the things that you want in life that it just really, sometimes it seems like it's attainable, and then sometimes it just seems like it's truly the impossible. A few of the things, a few of the simple things that I want, of course, we want compassion. We want a partner. Me personally, I want my person. I want wealth for myself, my family, my son especially. You know what I mean? I want him to be a great person. I want to continue to be a great person. But we all want the bells and whistles too. We want the white picket fence, the 2.5 kids. Well, that's out of the question for me. But one is enough. One is plenty. And we want so many things. We want to be healthy. We want to be spiritually inclined. We want to be closer to a higher power. Me personally, I want to be closer to God. You know what I'm saying? Um, I want to be closer to my family. I want to be closer to my friends. I have a few friends that I call my friends. You know what I'm saying? And I want to be closer to them, but everybody's so spread apart because, life. And you just wonder, what is it that you want? What do you guys want? Well, tell me some of the things that you want. I express some of the things that I want. I want to be able to go shopping without thinking twice about. I want to go shopping without budgeting. You know what I'm saying? I want to wake up at, I don't know, 2 o'clock in the morning, drink a cup of coffee, and still be able to get enough rest to go to work and perform my job completely efficiently and thoroughly. You know what I mean? There's so many things that we want when we know it's not attainable at all. I mean, not at all times, but we do want them. I do. I want love. You know what I mean? We all do. We want that. Um, True love, genuine love. You know what I mean? Anybody can be. It's not worry about right, and not worry about the bills straight up. I'm telling you, not worry about the bills. Like, I can definitely be attainable by when you start pulling up. It feels like I'm gonna always be. I'm telling you, Corey. I feel all the time. Like, come on, so I can finish reading it. I feel a lot of the times that I am stuck. Me and motherfucking Jay. I just saw that comment. But yeah, I just feel like I'm stuck. I feel like I'm gonna always be stuck playing for something. Everything. Yes, everything is high. Groceries high. Air is high. You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous. And I don't want to be taxed. Right, exactly right. I don't want to be taxed. I just wanna live free. You know what I mean? I just wanna be free. I feel like I'm not free. I feel like I'm stuck. I felt like that for quite some time, actually. Over the past, I want to say, few years. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my son to pieces. Y'all already know that. That is the first person on my list. You know what I mean? But sometimes I feel like I have to make sure he's okay, and at the same time, I know if I'm okay, he is going to be okay. But even before him, I always felt like I was stuck. Like back home, little country, and I always felt like I was stuck. Like I wanted, my purpose was to see every inch of this world and be able to tell my story. But I always felt like I was stuck. I always felt like I had to be home, or I help. It's like almost like somebody was praying for my downfall, and it just feels weird to say it, to even say it out loud, but I just feel like that sometimes. And I'm just, it's some stories I could, let you all know, and I will one day. But I was told that there was a family member who said that they didn't want me to have anything. You know what I mean? And I don't know if in the back of my mind that always played, and so I almost felt like, well, maybe I shouldn't. If this person said it, then maybe I shouldn't have anything. And so I always felt like I was stuck. I know that's kind of shitty, but people, you'd be surprised who says what behind your back. You know what I mean? There's the people out there who are truly out there living the life they want without any real restrict. Exactly right. I'm telling you, I wish to get to that level, and every day. And a lot of the times when I am on YouTube, I watch where people are out. Like this one, it was a older guy, and every now and then he'll show his family, but he be out there making caves and shit out of snow. You know what I mean? Just chilling, having to just living off the grid because he can. You know what I mean? Not that he has to or any of that. He's doing it for fun. That's what I'm talking about. I want to go see the mountains with the white caps. You know what I mean? Without having to work to make sure I eat that week, you know? It's a flash or something. And, just out there, just living their best life. Every time you turn around, somebody on a cruise, a Ireland cruise, a, you know what I mean, Alaskan cruise. I love me a good cruise now. Please believe me. But, people who are just, oh, well, I think Thursday I'm going to go to California just for the weekend. I want to do that too. You know what I mean? I am dying to get to Hawaii. And I know it may not be that big to other people, but I think places like Hawaii, who gives a lot of nature or natural, I don't know if I got the right word, but places like that, I just feel like I'm drawn to, national parks and Hawaii, and I like certain parts of Florida. You know what I mean? Florida just be getting too hot for us, sister. I tell you the truth, the God's honest truth. But I like the mountains. I went to Utah. We spent a week or so. We actually spent a long time out there. But I wrote my highest week on one of the jobs that I absolutely hated. But I got to see a lot of places that I wouldn't have gone otherwise, and Utah was one of those places. And in Idaho, and I think we spent time in Iowa, yeah. But you can see all the mountains and stuff, right? To travel the world, yes. And you can see the white cap mountains in the background. California was beautiful. I was there. Different parts of California, Texas, up the East Coast as well. I want to go to Maine. You know what I mean? And of course, I want to go out of the country. Everyone wants to go to Europe. I want to go to Asia. Um, different parts. And I want to go to Africa. I'm kind of afraid to go to Africa though. I don't know why. I just, I, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, but it's just so many places that I want to see, and I feel like time is running out. And I know it's no time limit, but I just feel like time is running out. And who knows? I may live another to see another 50 years. Who knows? You know what I mean? But I just feel like right now I'm stuck. Like I said in my last life, I feel like I'm existing but not living. I really feel that way. And so in the midst of all of that, I feel like in America since to be over. Yes, I've been to so many places here in the United States, and I love it. Some of the places, of course, when I was doing that job, it was a job. Okay, so the job was selling magazines door to door. The worst freaking job ever created. I don't know who thought it was a great idea, but it wasn't. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. However, that was one of the that job allowed me to see different places that I would not have seen otherwise. And so a lot of fantastic history too. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, QV. And so I'm just like, and I wouldn't even mind visiting those places again. You know what I mean? It's just that you have to, by the time you budget from here to August, August is too freaking hot for me. And when it's time to go, during the winter, then if you want to go up to the East Coast or what have you, it's the snow and the blizzards and the weather and all this hurricanes and stuff, in between that, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, hurricane season is from June to November, so it's always something. So really, you just kind of have to take your chances. But I just feel like I am stuck, and I want so much. I want to experience marriage. I've never, I've had relationships, but I've never lived with someone. You know what I mean? Because they say you don't really know somebody until you actually live with them. But I never experienced that. But I do want to experience marriage at one point, at some point. You know what I'm saying? Before both of us walking down the aisle with a damn walker. You know what I mean? I'd like to me and my husband to go places and be able to experience things together. You know what I mean? Son works all the doggone time. He ain't got time to be going away. I was like, son, you want to go on a cruise? We could go do this and we can go there. That joke would be like, nah, I'm going to work. So I was like, oh, okay. And me and the best friend, we go. You know what I mean? And we're trying to plan a cruise for me and the girls this summer. Need to been engaged, played house. Okay. But never made it down. Right. And I'm just like, this is crazy. And then at the same time, you have to wonder, is it meant for me? You know what I mean? Because I know everybody's not gonna get married. Everybody may want to. Then some folks may not want to. But I have to wonder: is it meant for me? Am I that one person who is not supposed to be married? Because I got friends who've been married 3 and 4 times, and I'm just like, did I miss it? You know what I mean? Did I step out of line or something like that? And you just have to wonder. I always wonder, and I don't want to question God. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, it's me. Don't forget about me. You know what I mean? And I just wonder sometimes what is really going on. And even now, like a lot of the times, I'm just like, I want someone else to make the decisions around here because I'm the only one making the decisions. I want somebody else to step in and say, "Hey, don't worry about that. I got it." You know what I mean? I want my husband or my boyfriend or fiance or what have you, partner to be like, yeah, she ain't coming to work today. So we talk to y'all next time. She'll bring her doctor's excuse or whatever the case is. You know what I mean? I need somebody else to make the decision. Golly. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired. I want to be able to say, let me check with my yes. Let me hold on. Let me check with my husband. Let me see if he got any plans for us. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing, babe. What you want to do? I was a prime example. Let me tell you, I am a whole wife in these streets. Okay, people don't understand. I'm a wife. And I was having a conversation with one of my friends, and I told him, he said something about making lunch or whatever. I said, I would enjoy making my husband's lunch. I enjoy making lunch, period. I enjoy cooking. I enjoy catering. I will submit if I can follow you. If you can lead correctly, I will be glad to submit. I will follow you. If I know your heart is in the right place and you making good decisions concerning the entire family and everybody's going to be covered and you're protecting us throughout all of that, yeah. Um, what kind of bread you need your sandwich to be on? What I'm saying, you want a whole meal for lunch, or you want me to just make you up something, whip you up something quick? I enjoy stuff like that. I enjoy cooking for the family. It's just me and Nicholas here, but maybe you don't know, but when I cook, I tend to cook for a small army because I don't know how to cook for just 2 people. Me too. I don't mind the mess of work at all as long as my partner does his part. Thank you. Yes, and that's where that comes in. Where you taking control. Like I have a friend now, and he has just the right amount of aggressiveness, not towards me, but um, towards the public, I would say. And I said, you, you need me to cook for you? You need me to bring you lunch on my day off? Because I can. I don't mind. You need me to have dinner ready by the time you walk in the door? We can get that ready too. I can go ahead and run your bath water. So when you walk in, just kick your shoes off here at the door and you can strip on your way upstairs and go ahead and get in the tub. I'll take care of the rest. You know what I'm saying? I'm with that. I like that. I enjoy that. As long as you show me you deserve that, you can get that any day of the week, twice on Sundays. And so, I want to experience that. Nicholas is self sufficient. You know what I'm saying? He cool. I could cook or not, and he would be like, "Oh yeah, Chick-fil-A, Little Caesars." You know what I mean? Yeah, it's the same way. Cooking for two is actually difficult. Thank you. So I end up not cooking. I'll cook my big meal for the most part on a Sunday and maybe a Wednesday. Maybe. Depending on a Wednesday, it's something simple like salmon and rice or stewed chicken or spaghetti, something simple. But on Sunday, like this Sunday, I'm gonna cook steak. Oh, I didn't mean to say that on TV. I'm gonna cook Nicholas a good meal because he just got an award for. He's a telecommunication telecommunicator also. He got it for the year for his agency and for statewide. And so I want to cook him a big meal. His favorite things to eat is ribs. He loves ribs, loves red rice, loves mac and cheese, loves collard greens. So I'm gonna go ahead and make all of that for him, and probably some little candy yams. I'll probably do all that for him. But that's my son. You know what I mean? I don't mind providing for him because I know the kind of heart that my son has, that if something were to happen to me, I know he'll take care of me. You know what I'm saying? And but I don't want to put that burden on him, but I want my partner, because I feel, sickness and health. If I'm gonna take care of you, I want you to be able to take care of me in return. You know what I mean? And so, I just be this whole thing is just like, what do you want? You have to sit and think about it. And we all know that God is the ultimate provider, and He's gonna make sure we are good, whether we're loyal to Him or not. He still makes sure that we're sufficient, or we're provided for. And but sometimes we just want that in person touch. You know what I'm saying? I want a hug. I want to fold my head and under somebody's armpit. You know what I'm saying? And if I feel like crying, I need somebody to let me know it's okay. When I'm in here, I got to cry in silence because Nicholas be looking at me like I done got two heads. You know what I mean? So I just, I, I, I just want to know what do other people want, because I feel like, and sometimes I have to wonder if I want too much. Then I have to wonder, do I deserve the things that I want? Because it's a big difference between wanting and needing. And so, do I deserve the things that I want? Will I be a good steward of if I'm provided those things? You know what I mean? You have to wonder about it all. And I have been talking for 22 straight minutes. And that's ridiculous. But I like it though. But this pillow. But yeah, so I just y'all chime in. Tell me some of the things that y'all want. What do you? So I know you express yourself, Corey, but QV, if you're still in here, what are some of the things you want? I think Trisha, she stepped out. I think I saw her go live, but I just more than I intend. Yes, and see, as far as the cooking, I always end up putting stuff in the freezer because we ain't got the money to be throwing stuff away. So I will put it in the freezer and I will bring it back out a little bit later on. Um, I just I want a bigger house. I'm in a townhome, and it's nice size. It's good for me as Nicholas, but I want more space because as time goes on, you accumulate more things. And I try to go through and purge a lot of the stuff. Like I just threw a whole bunch of stuff away, and but I still need space. Like I want a bigger vanity desk. It'd be minor stuff that I'd be wanting. I want to redo my kitchen, and I have an idea. I put a lot of stuff in my cart for Amazon, but those things are on the back burner because you have to make sure everything else is taken care of. Your car, your insurance, your groceries in the house, light bill, mortgage or rent or what have you. You have to make sure those things are taken care of first, and then I want to do the kitchen over. But again, that takes time. If I had that partner, then he would be able to take care of the majority of the stuff, and I would take care of the minor stuff. And that's what I want. Maybe I'm thinking old school. The man work, woman take care of the house, or whatever. I don't mind working. Me personally, I enjoy working. I don't want to work 1,200 hours a day, but I don't mind working at all. I do like my weekends off. I like to decorate the house. I like to go window shopping so I'll know what I'm gonna get eventually. You know what I mean? I make plans for all of that stuff. And I just, you just be wanting so much. Me personally, I don't know. I just be wanting every day. I have a whole brand new list of stuff that I want. And and then I just found out, I don't know if Dr. Fire is still listening, but I just found out found out that I am not able to retire as soon as I thought. I have 5 years. Child. I have 5 years at a lower rate, or I have 10 years at um, full retirement benefits. So I might as well just suck it up. And I've always said I wanted to retire, but I probably will never retire. You know, I'd probably get to that point and then, not never retire. I'll never stop working. I'll put it like that. I'll always have a job, because I like being around people. I like people. I love people, but I don't like people. But I'd rather be around people than to not, you know. And so that's one of those things. Do you want to stop working or do you want to work? You know, I just be wanting so much. Mm, is retirement a thing? Feels like it's mythical. But I'm telling you, I remember back when I first started my first dispatch position, I wanted to retire at the age of, I don't know what made me stick to 35 or 45. It was one or the other. And I said I wanted to retire by that age. And had I gone in the military like I wanted to at one point, I probably would have been looking at retirement by now. But you know, we didn't have anybody to push us then. So, you know, if you went, that was because some shit you wanted to do on your own. But retirement, I'm telling you, like my mom retired twice, and so, but she still works. You know what I mean? She worked like 2 days a week or what have you, just to get out the house. She worked at the Goodwill, shuffling around books. You know what I'm saying? Putting a little price or whatever, just to get out the house and socialize and membership and fellowship with people and stuff like that. So, but and that's what I want to do. I want to retire. Let me go ahead and retire, then I'll work somewhere. Let me collect a couple of checks. You know what I'm saying? But you it's just all a big old, and the way things are going these days, I'm telling you, ain't nobody about to retire. For real, for real. Nobody about to retire. Everybody gonna be working on the chain gang. But I'm not gonna even say. But yeah, it's just a mess. So leave the I'm not gonna stay on here too much longer. I definitely wanted to get on here and do my talk about it Tuesday, and basically just let you guys know, or find out what is it that you all want. I know what I want, and I know I've been kind of all over the place because my mind just goes and goes and goes. It's almost like I can do talk right off the top of my head sometimes, but sometimes I get a little sidetracked, so I have to make a script. But it's just been on my mind. This particular topic has been on my mind for the past few days, and so I just wanted to get you guys' input. You know, what are some of the things that you all want? I know, you know, you're probably thinking of some of the things that I want too, but you know, what are your goal, what are your goals to attain those things that you want? um I have to make a plan because I just feel like I go to work and come home and sleep. That's it. I feel like that's all I do. Like I work to pay bills, and then when I get to work, I say I go to work so my days off. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's just one struggle after another. I just and a few things that I do to, you know, that make me happy. You know, I can't just go when I want to. Like I want to go and get my nails done like every few days. Why not? Um, but I know I can't. You know what I mean? I want to go and get a pedicure every few days. I want to go and get a massage once a week or some shit like that. But I know I can't. I want to, but I can't. Simple stuff. Cruise around the world, but I can't. You know what I mean? I want to, but I can't. I want to take care of everybody. I want to feed everybody. You know what I mean? I want to, but I can't. So, you know, it's just a matter of, I guess, what's priority for you. Although it may not be priority for somebody else, but you have to look at what's priority for you and just set goals and just get it done. That's basically what it is. That's what you're gonna have to do. That's what I'm gonna have to do. And you know, I wish I'd known 30 years ago what I know now. You know, um, I think things would have been a lot different for me. I think things would have been a lot better. But there's a lot of things that I know now that I guess I was supposed to learn it when I learned it, you know? Everything happens for a reason, everything happens when it's supposed to. And so I just, I guess, it's no better time than present to make it right and do what you want to do and get things in motion of what you plan on doing. Um, and I just want to make sure while I'm doing all the things that I want, that I'm teaching my son to do the right thing as well. You know what I mean? To go for what he wants. I told him there's no limit. You can do anything you want to do. And I wish we were taught that back then. But parents then, they did the best they could. I'm assuming, and but I'm gonna make sure I I teach my son everything that I can. Um, so whatever decision that he decides to make, it'll be because it's his decision. Not that he doesn't know, not that the opportunity wasn't there or brought to him or any of that stuff. It's because that's the decision that he decided to make. And so as far as me, from this point forward, I will be making some decisions, and I've decided I'm gonna put myself first. For a long time I didn't. For a long time I didn't even like myself. You know what I mean? I love me now, baby. Best believe it. And so, for a long time I put other people first and what they wanted, and I'm not doing that anymore. It's what I want from here on out. Absolutely. As long as my son is taken care of, I'm good. My family, my friends. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. And so, on that note, beautiful people, I am going to end this live. I'm not going to stay on here a long time because I have to get up at 4 in the morning, and this time change got me in a chokehold. And so, the days are just running into one another. So, I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to fold this last load of laundry because that in service today just completely threw my day off. And so, I will bid you adieu. Thank y'all for watching and hanging out with me. I'll talk with you guys later. Remember to be good or be good at it. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.